I put a little mark here, right where it says free, just because I don't know if you have to line this up perfectly or a certain way to get it to fit back together, but I didn't want to take any chances. Pretty good so far. I have the front and rear cross member pieces installed. However, I am having one issue with this spacer, this plate that holds the rear cross member into it right there. That is not sitting perfectly in that slot, so I'm gonna have to get into the instructions and see what I'm doing wrong, figure this out. But otherwise, it's looking pretty good. Issue with my lift. So Superlift sent me these two nuts a couple days ago. I think they're too small. And then today, this showed up. Alright, and again, I think these are going to be too short. They look like the same bolts they sent me the first time that were too short. A note, nothing, that's it, no packing set. That's it. They overnighted me these two bolts and these nuts. This is the problem I'm having with this lift. Right here. So that's where this is the lift kit adapter, and this is the stock, I guess you would call that the spindle, right? Here's the problem. This is the bolt they sent with the kit. See how small that shaft is? Then I called and asked them if that was okay, because the threads on the bolt did not even clear. Look at that, it didn't even get into the nylock. So I said, is that okay? It doesn't sound right. And they said, no, that's not. So they sent back this bolt, overnighted. First package just had 2 new nuts in it, which was silly. I sent them pictures. It showed that it wasn't even touching the nylock. I didn't need new nuts. The second package they sent had 2 of these bolts. Problem with that is, see how thick this is? See the shaft on that? It's still not going to be long enough. So I went down to Ace Hardware, and this is what I bought to replace it. These are grade 5 that they sent. I bought a grade 8. So let's look at it. And to get the shaft long enough, I had to buy a bolt that was longer, so I'm gonna have to cut these down, cut the threads down so it'll work. But this is what they sent me. It barely went through, this shaft barely went through this first piece. Then this is the second one they sent me. So, as you can see, that would get into this top part, but just barely. This is what I replaced it with. That's gonna have the shaft all the way through, almost all the way through to the top of this. As you can see, you can't see any of the shaft there, just threads. So I think this is going to work out fine. I'm happy with the lift, but if you order this lift, you're just gonna have to do some of your own stuff here. And maybe that's the way it is with all lifts, I don't know. But it seems like for what you paid, they would at least send you the right bolts. You know, and as you see right here, there's the other thing. I still haven't extended my bump stops because in the kit, they didn't give me enough nuts and bolts. I still have to go to the store and get some of those. I was just there picking these up, but I forgot to grab those. So that's another trip down to the hardware store. All right, this is what I ended up with. I just took a grinder and ground that down. I think that's gonna be the right length. All right, I have one side finished, but I just wanted to show you what both sides look like. The first side, you can see the nylock, the bolt's not even clearing the nylock. And then we come around to the driver's side, which I already finished. And can you see that there? Now I have the new nut and bolt in there, and the bolt is clearly through the nylock with plenty of threads to spare.